everybody, it's Suzanne here. I am here for my Facebook Live every month. Let's see if I can't bring that down a little. Oh, that's too much. Sorry. Okay, so I really suck at announcing these. So basically, it's okay that no one's here, or if somebody is here, that's great too. I'm just gonna rattle on a little bit, and hopefully everybody kind of hangs out here. Sorry. And hopefully everybody can join up and maybe ask questions or whatever after. So let me just see. I'm going to my page here on my computer and see that I'm up. Good. Yay. Oh, there's Kathy Lou. Hi, Kathy. How you doing? Okay, so I wanted to do a little chat first. Wanted to talk about the reason why I signed up to Stampin' Up! So long ago, which was actually in 2014. I had a personal loss. Something really horrible happened, and instead of going kind of to the negative or go into depression, I guess that's not a negative, it's just kind of what happens. I decided to sort of really just pour my creativity into something that was positive. That was Stampin' Up! For me then, in 2014. And it is, what's happened is it's changed so much. My goals have changed. My my whole outlook on everything has changed. Obviously, I'm not as upset anymore, but I still have to keep creative. It's just what I do, and I wonder if there's other people like me who have that sort of reason as to why they craft, to get out of the doldrums or a little gloomy, or just to keep themselves positive. That's part of the reason why I started Stampin' Up! Well, actually, why I didn't necessarily think of it as a business. I thought of it just joining up so I could get my 25% discount because I was buying the stuff anyway. So that's the reason why I joined Stampin' Up! Now, this year my goals have changed. Huge. Because I have a team now. And it's a small team, but it's still a team. And what's happened is my amazing team. Hi, Francis. Hi, Kimberly. What's happened is, I want to be completely frank and completely transparent with everybody as to my reasons. Yeah, it's great therapy, right? Yeah, and there's several parts to crafting that's positive, right? There's the creating, which is totally and wholeheartedly for us. We love it, and it makes us feel good and creative. And then when we give that to somebody and say, here, I hope you're having a good day, and that person is feeling good, and then that, again, it's kind of selfish because it makes us feel good that we're giving something to someone as well. Hopefully you give your cards away. Hi, Cindy from Maine. Okay, so so there are several parts to it. And then there's also the joy of spending. I have full set syndrome. So, I got to get all the markers and all the things and all the tins and all the bins and the storage and the organization. So for me, I'm a Virgo. So I like doing all this kind of stuff. I was up here yesterday. I didn't necessarily feel like crafting, but I felt like organizing, so I went in and I organized it a little bit nicer. I'm still not 100% settled in my apartment. Kathy, you're funny. So yeah, there's certain things that I'm doing that are I don't know, settling in. All right. So anyway, so going back, I'm glad I have my list because I'm going to go off topic. So this year my goals have changed. So from my goals back in 2014, where I just wanted to get my my discount, to I want to get my crafting stuff for free. So that's the reason why I wanted to do classes and get customers, because they would basically, I would be able to keep my 20% discount and get a little kickback too, so that I could, you know, basically buy my craft supplies at a minimal cost or at no cost at all. Like, you know, like sometimes how it works with Stampin' Up demonstrators is a lot of times we get deals and promotions, and we try to, you know, it's little incentives. So you do this and you'll get a free stamp set or something. So, which I think is great. And I definitely have, that was sort of the transition from like 2014 to like, let's say 2016. And now we're, you know, 2018, and my goals have changed a little bit. How do I say this without sounding self-serving? I have an amazing team, and it's a small team, but these ladies are fantastic. And several of them, about half of them, have advanced in title, and they, which, you know, they were going from their 20% discount, and now they're getting their 25% discount. So they're almost, they're sort of launching into a mini business themselves. So they're at the point now where they are enjoying their products for a discounted price. And if any of them have customers, which I'm sure they do, those customers do help with their quarterly amounts. So that being said, they all, some of them advanced, and I got, for being their team leader, some points. And these points can be used towards this incentive trip. Now, I don't know if anybody knows about the incentive trips from Stampin' Up, but apparently they're phenomenal. I have never been on one, and I would like to go. So my goal has changed a little bit from getting my discount to having customers sort of give me a little bit of extra money so that I can buy my products, you know, my crafting products, not necessarily out of pocket, but from my commissions. And now I would really like to go to Greece. Now, I don't want to make this sound self-serving, because I haven't had a full holiday since 1999. Like, that's when I actually got on a plane, I flew to England and back again. Being single, sometimes I've done a couple of road trips. I go to, you know, like the Vancouver Island, or to Vancouver itself, or maybe Calgary, the opposite direction. Sometimes I went down to the States just on a road trip. And so I would take a couple of days off. Being self-employed too, that makes a huge difference, because basically when I don't work, I don't get paid. So I try to work as much as I can. Now, my income has changed, and my cost of living has changed. So before, my cost of living was down here and my income was up here. So now they're kind of like like that. So my income is slightly more than my cost of living. I got this brand new apartment, and trust me, it costs a lot of money. But I am healthier. My physical health is better, my mental health is better. There's a lot of bonuses and pluses that are going on. So that's the reason why we did this jump, right? Like, unfortunately, the place that I was before, there was flooding, and I was actually afraid of some black mold, and, you know, so, I mean, and hello, Cynthia from Quebec. So basically, now I think about this and go, well, I couldn't really afford a vacation. So this vacation that I'm trying to aim towards is Greece. And the Greece, it's the Greek Isles, actually. And it's like 7 nights. And it goes around, yeah, so anyway, and it's all Stampin' Up. So the thing is, when you're single, sometimes I wouldn't necessarily go to Greece by myself. Well, maybe I would, but how cool would it be to go with people from Stampin' Up? Like, I really want to go. Okay, so that being said, some of the things that you can, okay, so you can earn these trips from Stampin' Up, and it's we have these things called flex points. They're like reward points. They're like your save on more points, or I don't know if you guys have loyalty rewards. Hi Nancy, where you go into the grocery store and you have you buy your groceries and you give them a little loyalty reward card, and you get to use these points for like a free butter or free lemon or whatever. So in Stampin' Up, we get to accumulate these points, and if we have enough, then we can redeem them for, say, catalog product, or say entry into an on-stage event like the one in Orlando that's coming up, or this trip to Greece. So how it works is, when my team advanced, I was given some points, and like, I don't know if it's going to happen again next year, or if this might be a one-shot deal, but I'm halfway there to getting, we need 160,000 points to go to Greece, and my deadline is September 30th, and I have 83,000 points, so I'm halfway there. So my focus right now is to try to get as many flex points as possible. So, and being in business and strategy, I'm like, okay, well, how can I do that? I can ask you guys. I ask you guys, if you're Canadian and you feel like purchasing with me, please do so. I really need a vacation. I really want to go to Greece. I might take you. You never know. Anyway, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to have some online classes coming up. They're going to be product based. So they might be a stamp set and a Thinlit that people are, thank you, Carol, that you might want to buy. And what I will do is I will give a free gift of card, like everything that you need to make, say, 4 projects. And I'll also do 4 videos to show you how to put those projects together and create a big bundle and say, you know, this is a free gift for you guys, and then there's videos to go along with it if you buy the product from me. So that way it gives me those flex points, or those points towards product, business sense, right? And then I'm giving you guys an extra deal with an exclusive, like a card kit and something to take, something special for you, like a class, like a one-on-one class with me. So that's one of the things that is coming with the new catalog. The new catalog is coming out June 2nd. So there's also the paper share I'm doing. I think this is fantastic. Was it, Carolyn, you're from Quebec? This might be something that you might be interested in, because I know Quebec is a little bit different. about ordering. So my paper share, we're gonna get I'm gonna buy all of the papers from this from the catalog, the new catalog coming out, cut them into quarters, and then everybody's going to get a quarter of that stack of paper. I'm also going to give a free thank you gift as well. I'm also not charging as much of shipping as I probably should. And it's because I want to create sales. And in Canada, sometimes, I don't know if maybe we just don't like online sales, or if it's just hard to get the word out or whatever. But yeah, it seems to be sometimes a little bit of a struggle finding customers here. So yeah, I wanted to do that. I know that I'm competing against some, big paper shares and some big demonstrators in Ontario and that sort of thing. But I feel that there's enough business out there and enough customers out there that we can share. So I'm hoping that this paper share goes really well. I do have a link. I will put the link again under this video in the comment section, or maybe I'll title it or something. I don't know. I'll put it somewhere that you can see it, so that you can see the, hello Anne-Marie, so that you can see how to enter it. So basically it's pretty easy. You just go, I'm using a registration program. So you just go in, put your email in there, and basically what I am charging for my paper share is $80. So that is 180 sheets of 6x6 paper, not including the wood textures, not including the that laser cut. There's a beautiful laser cut paper. Oh my gosh, it's stunning. Because it's really hard to cut down, and I couldn't do it equally. And there's also sort of like the In Colors or the Color Family papers, and they're just kind of, they're not special. So I won't include those. So I think it's 13 packs of 6x6 papers, 180 papers for $80. And like I said, shipping in Canada is ridiculous. So I'm taking a hit on the shipping, but that's okay, because like I said, it's going to help me with my business. And I mean, like, I'm completely transparent with you. I really would like to go to Greece. I think that would be fantastic. So the only way that I can do it to go to Greece is by making sure that I have good customer service, and that I'm offering you something that is worth you shopping with me. I'm also would put anybody who shops with me gets in at the card kit. So a card kit I'm happy to do for people. Also, everybody gets, whoever purchases from me will get into the VIP rewards Facebook club, where there's exclusive videos, and that's where I do the giveaways. I don't do giveaways anywhere else. I just do giveaways on the VIP page, because those are my customers, and my customers deserve, everybody deserves little extra treats, but I'm definitely, what's that saying? Not biting the hand that feeds me. I'm being nice to the people who feed me. Okay, so anyway, local classes. So anyone interested in my local classes, they were going really good up until the nice weather hit. And then the nice weather hit, and forget about it. Nobody wants to be inside here creating, even though I just had the air conditioner on. I've got all the doors shut. I've got a fan going. Well, you can see that little blue thing right there. That's my new humidifier. What's it called? The humidifier index in this apartment was like 18, and it's supposed to be like between 40 and 50. And poor Molly and Quinn were so staticky that you pet them and there was like sparks flying. So I had to get a humidifier. So hopefully that'll help with my dry skin too. I've got really dry skin and puffy eyes. Oh, so horrible. Retaining water. because it's probably too dry in here. Anyway, so yeah, local classes. My local classes are now going to be once a month, and they will be on the last Sunday of the month. So, and if no one shows up to the June and July and August ones, I'm not surprised, because we're in Kelowna. I don't understand. No, I do understand. Nobody wants to be inside on this beautiful weather. It's just stunning, beautiful weather in Kelowna. We have a lake, we have parks, we have hiking. There's so many things to do in the summertime. Nobody wants to stay indoors and craft, unless it's like blistering hot heat, and then you just want to be out on the boat. So, you know, I knew that my classes would dwindle a little bit in the summer, and that's okay. I'm not going to take it personally, and before I would have taken it personally, just like I take those thumbs down, I take those personally too on YouTube. Can you imagine that? I know everyone tells you not to. It's hard not to. Anyway, because I'm super duper sensitive, that's why. Anyway, oh, what was I going to talk to you about? The paper share. Yeah, so if you're in Quebec, I know that Quebec has a hard time. You have to like order either specifically through your demonstrator, but you can't. I don't know what the issue is. Anyway, you can't order directly. You have to order through a demonstrator. So the paper share would be awesome for those particular people that live in Quebec, and same with my online classes too, because you would definitely be able to get those products plus a whole bunch of extra free stuff too, right? I think that's it. Hi. Oh, hi, Liz. I wanted to talk to you about Stampin' Up! Updates. Of course, the retiring items are being discounted. Today was the first day that some retiring... Hi, Tanya. I live in Kelowna, British Columbia, Canada. Do you know where that is? Anyway, retiring items are being discounted, which is kind of cool. So they are, I noticed that there was even some of the items in the discounted bin or their clearance rack was, they're changing. Their prices are changing. Sorry. I will see if I can't go there and, yeah, the clearance rack is reduced a little bit, but yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff actually that is like way less price. Like that Peekaboo Peach Ombre Stampin' Pad is down to $3.60. Tanya, you don't know where I live. Okay, so do you know where Vancouver, British Columbia is, Tanya? I'm about 4 hours north of there if you drive in a car. We're on the coast of, like, the province on the coast of Canada. It's beautiful here. We have mainly, I would say, our longest, we have long winters and really long summers, and we have the perfect temperate spring and fall, but it's never long enough, my springs and falls. It always goes into winter and blech weather, or like our spring right now, it was, I think it was 24, 25 above. In my car today, as I was driving around, so that's why I put on the air conditioning, because there's workers. Oh my gosh, I live in a dustpan right now. There's workers doing yard work in our apartment building, because this apartment building is brand new, like brand new. I'm the first person who's ever lived in this apartment, and so our landscaping is being done, and it's just it's good to keep your windows and doors shut when they're working. I'll open them later and let the breeze come through. I'm facing east, and the blistering hot is like over to the west. Oh, I'm your favorite Canadian Stampin' Up demo. Thank you so much for saying that, Patricia. Hi. You must be American, though. That's okay. I'm trying to get customers here. I need to go to Greece. I just yacked on for a good half hour about how much I needed to go to Greece. So I'm changing strategies sometimes on how I'm doing some business with Stampin' Up. Okay, so moving on. Okay, I told you that the retired items, some retired items are being discounted. That happened today. June 1st is the catalog, which I already mentioned, and mine are coming tomorrow. So I go to my post box and I pick up the catalogs that I'm sending away to my customers. So my customers should be getting theirs by Monday or Tuesday, hopefully. And everybody who's in my VIP Rewards Club gets a catalog. Everybody who has basically shopped with me for the last 3 months gets a catalog from me, free of charge. And you know what? One of my downlines is a previous Stampin' Up demonstrator from a long time ago. And she told me that back in the day, customers had to pay $14 for their catalogs. Can you imagine that? $14. She said that they even had the $14 price tag on the catalog. So that means, I mean, I have to pay for my catalogs. They're non-commissionable. I don't get a discount on them. And it's just, it costs money to make money. And not only that, but one catalog, okay, so my catalog is right up here. Okay, so sending this catalog, which weighs, I don't even know how much, maybe a pound. If I was to send this to, say, one of my team members in Nova Scotia, it would cost $17. So I spend a lot of money on postage for my customers so that they can shop with me. And I have absolutely no problem doing that. But if you do have a demonstrator that lives, next door or what have you, and you want to purchase through her, grab a catalog from her. Think about having to spend. I certainly don't mind sending a catalog to a new customer, of course not, but obviously I would hope very kindly that they do shop with me. If not, if they're just saying, oh, well, it's a free catalog, that's not fair ball. I gotta go to Greece, people. Carol says, some very good deals on the last chance items, even framelets and thinless. Yes, agreed. You know what else will be coming up on June 1st? Anybody? 2 things. June 2nd. Why am I saying June 1st? June 2nd. We're talking the blends markers. Some of them are coming out today. I saw an announcement that there are a few that were back ordered and now you're able to purchase them again. That's great. And the Stamparatus. The Stamparatus is a fun little tool. I've been playing around with it. In case you don't know what I'm talking about, it's this thing right here. Oh, there's a glare from my window. So it has plastic plates on it. The plates come off. You stick your stamp on this plate and then you stamp away, boop, 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 multiple stampings. So, is that backwards? That's backwards. I won't do that to you. So those two lovely things are coming out. The Stamparatus, I don't know exactly how much it is. I think it's about 65 bucks. Good price. And I have a MISTI tool. And the one thing that this is far superior in is the door that sort of pops up and is removable. Also too, it has sort of this free edge. I don't know if you can see, there's these edges, and then you can't put a full sheet of paper in the MISTI without bending it. So with this one, it's open, so that's also better than the MISTI. Or sorry, the other stamp positioner from another company. And I know that there's Tim Holtz has another stamp positioner also that came out that has a similar hinge thing, but his doesn't move down, or we can do that hinge step technique where you move it down and stamp and then move it down and stamp and that sort of thing. Really fun. His doesn't do that. And I find his is too big. It's huge. But this one is perfect for card makers. So it's a nice size. I quite like it. Have not had any problems with it. I work with it though. If I see something that's not stamping, I work with it. So you can see that I've added a little shim. That's my silicone plate I've added in there. And I've also added I don't know what they call that, an L ruler. The ruler, it's just so that when you get close to these hinges, and if you're sliding the paper in this corner, the hinge, you almost need to make the platform, like put another shim in it or something. It's like a big shot. It's like a tool that you kind of have to adjust and get to know, and like, oh well, I know that mine, you know, if I was to try to stamp right here in this corner, it wouldn't stamp very well because of the hinges. So sometimes I put a L ruler in here. I don't know what this, an angle ruler in here. I also I broke my magnet, so I have a little note, and the note says only use one. Only use one. Anyway, I'll go over more detail when people can get the Stamparatus. There's no sense in me making like a big video if you can't buy it yet. So that's on my things to do list for summer, I guess. Do I have any questions about that? I thought for sure people would question me about the feet that I put on. Yeah, I agree, Carol. Carol says I was able to get my Stamparatus early, and I find almost always use it for my greetings so that I can get a perfect stamp. Agreed. Totally agreed. So what these little feet are, oh, Nancy asks, in Canada, can your customers order online from you? Then they can order a catalog and it will be shipped with their order. I don't know if they can or not. I always send them an order, or always send them a catalog. And yes, customers can order online from me for sure. That would be nice. I didn't know that. I don't know if that works with us, Nancy. I've never really heard about that. Interesting. I'll have to look that up. I don't know. So These are little feet that I have stuck on either side of on the corners of my Stamparatus, of the plate, so the opposite side. And they are they are like little, I have a picture of what they actually are called. I got one of my my team members to send it to me because she had just bought some, and I'm like, ooh, what are they called again? Huh? Well, I thought I had it. I guess not. Honestly, Sue. Hang on. Oh my goodness, Molly. Is that really a behavior? I can't find it. Sorry. I thought I kept that. Good grief. I lose everything on the computer. I don't lose anything in my home, but I lose stuff on the computer. Kathy says, I think that's for demos only. They get a new catalog with their first order. Yes, agreed. That is what is going on with demonstrators. Hi, Molly, what's wrong? Are you upset because the door is shut and you can't go outside? Is that your problem? Yes. Let's see. A couple more things. There is 2 more days left for Paper Pumpkin. 2 more days. If you want to join Paper Pumpkin, you just go to my blog and hit the Paper Pumpkin tab, and it'll take you right to the Canadian Paper Pumpkin site, and you can fill out the information and use the code SAVE500418 and spell SAVEFIFTY0418 as your code, and you will get 50% off this month, I guess, if you order before the 10th. So 50% off for May and 50% off for June. So it is the time to do it now. What else was I going to talk about? Oh yeah, there's that pre-release. So you want to feel what it's like to be a demonstrator. There's that big pre-release going on until the 31st of May, which is all about the Share What You Love suite. I actually didn't get it early, but I know there's many people who have, and I'm jealous that I didn't get, that's what happens. You're like, okay, well, I only have so much to spend, so I better spend it wisely. And then, because we get to pre-order as demonstrators, and I figured, well, since everybody else was doing the Share What You Love suite, I'd let them do it. And now I'm jealous. I am jealous. Jelly. Because there's so many good things in these different bundles. Like, wow. Yeah, I missed out. It always happens. It's like my what's it called? Lemon zest stamp set. I didn't get the punch. So, and then here I was fussy cutting all these lemons out forever. And I'm like, why didn't I just get the stupid punch? Like, honestly, I sometimes kick myself. I wanted to, of course, if there's any Canadians out there, I would love for you guys to join my team. How lovely it would be to grow my team. As a team, well, as a team leader, I invited my team over to my house, and only half of them came because the other half live in another part of Canada. But I got to get them all together, and I told them they were sisters. They all had to get along. And I mean, I put on a huge spread, fed them food. They were stuffed by the time they left here. They had a ton of projects to do. We made cards and we laughed, and they got to know each other as a team, and I think that's important. And then for the ones that couldn't make it, I sent a package away to them of all of our projects. And then I mean, seriously, they got a ton of gifts too. Because I'm a hairstylist, I can go into the supplier store and pick out shampoos and conditioners and hand creams and this and that and the next thing. And I showered them with beauty products, and mascara even. They got mascara. Yeah. Anyway, they had fun. I had fun just being around my team. Like, I'm getting used to being a team leader too. So this is going to happen quarterly, so the 3 times a year. The first one was in April, the second one's going to be in August, and then the third one is supposed to be in December. And I think what we'll do is we'll do a online thing so that everybody can get together online, and well, I have to figure that out, but you know, I got till December to figure that one out, so I'm pretty excited about that. And then one last thing, on YouTube, I'm almost at 8,000 subscribers. I can't believe it. And when I get to 10,000 subscribers, I'm going to have, well, first of all, I'll probably faint. And secondly, I am going to give as much of inspiration away as I possibly can. I'm going to, I think I'm going to give away like gift certificates or something to Stampin' Up. I'm not just going to give away product, I'm going to give away money. And I think that is good for everybody. Again, it's only for Canadian. Well, no, I shouldn't make it for Canadian. Maybe I'll figure it out so that I can do something for those people in America and, you know, Australia and Europe that actually watch me, because my YouTube channel is global. So I'm hoping to do something. Maybe I'll do something. Maybe I can purchase $100 Canadian worth of stuff and then send it to them. Maybe that would be a good thing. Okay, so that's what I'm thinking about doing. So yeah, please share my videos on YouTube. Help with my subscribers. Help me get to 10,000. And I think that's it. That's all of my announcements. So I'm going to do a little crafting, but I just have a very simple thing to share with you guys today. Does anybody have any questions? I will wait a second, and I will kind of set up before. Oh, there's only 6 people watching. I must be boring. That's okay. You know what? This particular Facebook Live, I think I'm going to put on YouTube. Normally I don't, but because I wanted to be completely transparent with everybody about where I was coming from with catalogs and with, you know, just everyday stuff, how I'm changing my business a little bit. Oh, thanks. Oh, thanks, Nancy. I'm not boring. Maybe it might have been my Wi-Fi. Who knows? I wish I could do, I mean, I wish that my product had come from Stampin' Up so I could at least do an unboxing today, but they're not coming in until tomorrow. I'm really excited about it. I got a whole bunch of stuff. I got all the new in colors, and that's one thing that I'm not affiliated whatsoever with Stampin' Storage, but So you can see I have, I don't know, can you see that? Hang on, I'll move ya. My comments are in the way, so I don't know. So this is a Stampin' Storage ink holder. It was an arm and a leg to get it here to Canada. And you can see right here, this is one of our new in colors. Opens like, I like that. It opens like a 1980 cell phone, a flip phone, like a communicator from Star Trek. Okay, so, and you can see how that fit in there nicely, and it's flush with everything else. And it's because of this little piece of wood. Yeah, Kathy, I'm not worried. I started off this this video saying that I really suck at doing social media. Like, I really do. I don't do it very well at all. I forget to put stuff on Pinterest, and Kathy suggested that I put a reminder on my video the day before so people will look for you on Tuesdays. Yeah, that would be brilliant if I had it. And Kathy, do you want to be my assistant and you can do it for me? There's certain things that I'm not really good at. So these little pieces of wood are 3 3/8 by 1/2 inch by 1/4 inch. These are from Stampin' Storage. They sent them to me. I'm Canadian and I asked for a better shopping deal. So I said, can you send me some of these pieces? So, and you can see how I've used them right now. I'm waiting for my product so that it could be rainbow order when it comes in, because I'm a little nuts like that. Oh yeah. Anyway, so I have a few extra because eventually one day I was struggling with myself going, do I get all of the inks all right now and like forget all the stamps and stuff, or do I just get the bundle of inks that are new for the catalog and then you know, slowly get rid of the old style pads. And you know, I was struggling with that, what to do. Obviously I ended up getting the bundle. So Kathy, that's mine too, Kathy. It's my biggest lie that I tell myself. I say, oh yeah, I'll remember that. I won't have to write that down. Yeah. And then I forget about it. So, all right, so who wants to go at crafting? Yeah? No more questions? Nancy's laughing and crying at the same time, I think. All right. So, I have a little cloth I'm going to stick over top of my phone's camera. I'm going to flip the camera, and then I'm going to move my holder. Okay, and I'm going to talk you all the way through it so that you know that I'm here. Okay, and I am talking away because I want you to know that I am here and that I haven't gone anywhere. And this phone stand is a Archon phone stand. I got it from Archon, I don't know what they're called, Labs. They are lovely, completely off base. Okay. Well, almost. Now, normally I try to make, I have a little level, and I try to make sure that my phone is straight, but How's that for everybody? Can you see? All right. Now I have to go on to, there we go. All right, so I can see comments here. Tracy says, I'm struggling with my OCD too on the new style. Yeah, Tracy, I am not joking. I was having a hard time. I'm like, because I want everything to match. And not only do I have full set syndrome, where I haven't even got the markers yet. It's killing me. Rainbow order is the best. Yeah, and since there's new colors, the rainbow order has changed. So anyway, I often don't do hostess sets, and I don't normally play with them because they are kind of like, they're like the special unicorn in the magical worlds where only a certain few people will actually ever get them. And most of the time when we do get our Stampin' rewards, we use it for the other stuff that we couldn't put on our actual list. So our hostess set kind of, gets thrown into the background. Anyway, I really liked this particular hostess stamp set, so I bought it for me. The things that got me were these little flowers right here. I love these. But today I'm using the fleurs because it's a technique that I think I glaze over often, is when we actually color on the stamp to get a variation. Now you've probably seen me do my last video where I actually used a sponge dauber to get a variation of color on the stamp. So this time I'm just going to color the stamp itself with my markers. So, and I don't go into, it's funny how ridiculous I am. I'm thinking, oh, well, this is such a simple technique, but honestly, it's not. What happens if you've never been shown this? Then you don't know. So, and I oftentimes don't huff on it or breathe on it. I just use the, unless you're really, really dry, like in Arizona or something like that, you might want to huff on them, like huff. My upline, Desiree, she says, use the breath of life. Because Desiree is such a polite, soft-spoken, not like me at all. She's a lovely person. I quite like her, but she's so girly. All right. So oftentimes I don't huff. But I will go 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi. Nancy says on the comments, it says from Facebook, get notified when Sun Stampin' goes live next. There's a button that says turn on. Yeah, sure. Do it. So that was without breath of life. That was without huffing. So I'm gonna bring it up. So I don't know if you guys have noticed how fantastic my new camera is. Look it. This is what I do for my craft, is I go buy a $1,300 telephone. I record on my phone, so just so you know, and I happen to get the Google Pixma Plus. Anyway, I didn't, it wasn't $1,300. I got it for 99 bucks, but I had to sign my life away for 2 years. But I really like the phone. Oh, that's funny. Nancy says, I once told my non-stamping friend to huff, and she huffed on the ink pad. Okay, so in case you guys were wondering, this is Wild Wasabi. This is retiring. This is Rose Red, also retiring. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to do the flick technique. So I'm putting the nib of my marker in my lid, and with great vigor I'm flicking. So there is some, you know, arm strength going on. You could really hear that. So and this is Marina Mist, also retiring. So now I kind of have to wait until that dries. Because it's gotten a little wet from all the flicking. Okay, I'm gonna do it the old-fashioned way here, just because I don't want to flip that over. So I'm just gonna put my fax fuse on my card base. Oh my gosh, simple card, right? But still, I mean, the prettiest thank you card ever, right? What do you think? And I honestly don't know what was up with the people not liking basic black, the archival. I love it. I'm going to sad to see it go. It's retiring. I won't be getting rid of this ink pad. I will be keeping this ink pad. I will be using it for my mixed media projects, that sort of thing, because this is an amazing ink. I don't know why people have problems with it. Let's see, do you guys want to just sort of create one on the fly and see what we can come up with? All right. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, I have I'm going to use the Scripty. We'll do that. And say I'm going with Sahara Sand. I just feel like creating another card with y'all. Carol says she loves the archival black ink pad. Agreed. Stamp off. Stamp on. Stamp off. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm creating a background. Okay, so should we do the whole thing in writing or just halfway? We'll do it halfway. 2/3 of the way up. I'm making you guys gotta help me here. The whole thing? Carol asks, how do I get my... I put a temporary adhesive on them. Carol asks, how do you get your stamps to stay on the block with the labels on? Good question. Stampin' Up! Used to have a glue pen like this. It is called a Zig two-way glue pen. I get it from, Carol wants me to go the whole way. Looks like that. Well, it's a little gummy right now, but And then, so when I get a stamp and I put the thing on it, I color it with this pen, and then I set it to dry, and then it becomes temporarily adhered. Okay, we're doing the whole thing. Background. I don't know how this is going to turn out. We're winging it. We're seeing creativity live. You know what? That's the best part. One of my customers sent me a picture of a creation that she did recently. And she said that she was just out of getting out of hospital, and she was able to craft again. She sent me a picture of what she's been working on, and that is the ultimate thing that I can that happens to me and that I just love, is that someone has basically said to me, hey, I've gotten creative because of you. Thank you so much. All right, I'm gonna cut it down. Yes, Carol. Don't tell Stampin' Up! I said that, but yeah. So Carol says, does the Zig glue pen work better than the Tombow Mono liquid glue? And I agree. I think it does. Honestly, I think it does. I find that the Tombow glue is kind of sticky, like quite sticky, and you want sort of like not a super sticky when you're dealing with that. Sponging, who wants sponging? Woohoo! Yeah, some people use snail. Oh, I'm going for vintage, you guys. Tracy, you leave the labels off? Yeah. I mean, that's one way of doing it. Oh yeah, look at that. Hello. Ho ho. It's like grunge all over the place. Your people are like, oh my gosh, Sue, what are you doing? I love it. Kathy says, okay, that's vintage, all right. You betcha, lady. Let's vintage this up a little bit. So, same procedure with this stamp. Since I already had the markers out here, Tracy, are you a demo? No, I guess you're not, because you're one of my Paper Pumpkin subscribers, right? So, I want to let you know, Tracy, that what Stampin' Up! Is doing, they're doing a test run in our smallest market, which is the South Pacific. And what they've done is that they've created cling stamps. And they're doing a test run in Japan. Okay, so cling is, it's got sticky already on it. So when you get your red rubber stamp, you would, you know how you put it on, you know, the paper and you get this like little, I don't know, where you put the labels on, put it that way. But the labels are sticky like this already. So they're called cling stamps. And I think Tim Holtz actually has some cling stamps that he sells. So fair enough, Stampin' Up! Is going to try it as well, which I think is awesome. So I don't know why they didn't try it out in Canada first, because that would have been awesome. Okay, your choice. Viewer's choice. What's my card base? What should it be? Sahara Sand, Soft Suede, Early Espresso, Smoky Slate, Basic Gray. Anyone? What would it look like if I spritzed the flour first? Ooh, sorry, I didn't get that comment fast enough. Kathy Lou says Swede. Okay. You want to try it with rose red? Okay. Let us see what it looks like with rose red. Oh, I like options. What do you think? Better. Honestly, you guys, I'm thinking gray might go well. Maybe it's just me, but I'm in the neutral mood. What do you think? Okay, no to suede. Patricia likes the rose red. How about my idea with the gray? No, Nancy doesn't like the gray. So it's the red that seems to have won. Ah! Almost. What? It's the first time I've ever done that. Not. I'm not really feeling this pink, but this is viewer's choice. So we're going with it. Maybe it's, I'm not a big one of pink, but that's okay. Does anybody have any questions they might want to ask before I get going here? I gotta make dinner. And then I gotta make Wednesday's video. Yeah. Yes, I am getting rid of my rose red paper. Pretty much I'll try to use it up, and then within this next month, and then maybe my thank you cards and that sort of thing will be used. And then my sister usually inherits quite a bit of my leftover stuff. So anyway, I wanted to be the first to invite you all to do the paper share. If you are Canadian, I would love to do a paper share with you. And I don't know why, but seeing that little piece drives me a little crazy. Will you be able to figure out some way for us US folks to be a part of your sales? Maybe more online tutorials. Okay, so Kathy, I totally understand what you're saying, but again, my focus has changed a little bit for the online tutorials because they're going to be product based now. What I might do is I might put them up for sale, but they would probably be similar to the price that it's yeah, I don't know, because that's the thing, like, why would a person buy an online class that doesn't have that? Maybe they just want to buy the online class instead of the product, right? So the whole point is for me to get my sales up. So yeah, I'm gonna have to have a good think on that. And I get where you're coming from, but actually just putting money in my pocket is wonderful, but at the same time it's not helping those flex points that I need to go to Greece. You know what I'm what I'm saying? So yeah, I don't know. It's one of those things. I'll think about it and see what I can come up with. Maybe I can offer a little bit of a discount or something, but I do want to, I think product-based classes are probably the way that it's going to be going. But you know, Kathy, I do offer free tutorials 3 times a week on YouTube, right? Like, it's not like I'm ignoring people globally. I still will have lots of tutorials online for people in the States, and you know, that's how you found me in the first place. I'm not going to forget about you. Tracy, you suggest a tiered approach, one price, one product, without yeah, I did that before, Tracy, but the thing is that what I want to do is offer, you know, a product-based class, and then my free gift is the paper and the videos. So that's my free gift as a package to sell to my Canadian customers. So and the thing is that they may not have these products because I'm going to make these classes come out for the first of the year. So they're going to be a new product out of the catalog. So again, trying to generate sales that are coming, you know, from, you know, the new catalog. I hope that makes sense. And yeah, I mean, you know, we'll see how this works. We'll see how it works. Again, like I'm trying new stuff all the time. So we're, you know, it's one of those things you got to try to figure out what's going to work for your business. So, and I'm very open about my business. Hi, Barbara. Yeah, I'm very open about where I'm coming from. And, you know, I really want people to know that I'm not ripping them off. And that I will go the extra mile for my customers. And that where I need to spend the time and energy is on my customers. Not necessarily, say, you know, a demonstrator in Australia, you know, who is not going to get me those flex points to get to Greece. Although I do love all my demonstrators from Australia and you know, just regular crafters from Australia and Europe and the States. Like, I love you guys. But again, you know, struggling in business, you're trying to do the best you can for your business. Anyway, I do really want to have that trip to Greece. So, I really could use a vacation. Anyway, which one do you like better? The clean and simple or the grunged up? Both. All right, you guys, I gotta go make dinner. It's 5:20. Thanks so much for joining me. Remember, next month, second Tuesday of the month, I will be online here and we'll do the same sort of thing. Maybe not so much jabbing at the beginning. All right, kiddos, I'll talk to you soon. Bye.